Good evening, crewmates. Welcome to Final Fantasy XIV. Clalin's journey through a realm reborn to see what the story has to offer her. She is my legacy character, and I want to bring it to the end. My original plan for today was to start off with the Hildebrand quest line. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if you can tell by my voice. This past weekend, I got ill. Me and my children. And unfortunately, my voice went out on me for a couple of days, and I'm just having the tail end of it. And when I do the Hildebrand quest, I like change my voice for that for some reason. I just think it adds flavor to it. So I'm going to give myself a couple of days just to get my throat back to where it needs to be. And then I'll jump right into that. So today, instead, we're going to try something I've never done before. I've never done it as Andy, never done it as Clalin. I was told from other people before to don't do it. Of course I have to. We're going to try out the Moogle Postmaster quest. I'm not entirely sure what's involved. I am very curious. And so, let's see what this has to offer. Now, for that, you have to go in Lumsa into the lower decks, and it's right near the Aetheryte Plaza as well as the elevator. Talk with the Deputy Post Moogle. If it isn't my new my promising new recruit, the twinkle in your eyes and spring in your step simply shout out to me, "I'm ready for my first assignment, Mr. Deputy Post Moogle, sir." Do I hear you correctly, Sir Kupo? Of course I do. Well, this is your lucky day. For I picked out what should prove the perfect task to start your training. To it, I have here in my paws a letter that needs delivering to Badarin, proprietor of the Drowning Wench. A simple task, you say? Perhaps and perhaps not. For delivery Moogle's task does not end with the handing over of a simple piece of parchment. No, the conscientious carrier lends an ear to the addressee and sees the job through until her customer is happier for what has been received. Being the accomplished and eminently visible adventurer that you are, I suspect that your client will be even more eager to enlist your services than they would an elusive Moogle like myself. Consider this an honor and a privilege, Kupo. As the one in charge of your training, I shall wait here for word of your success. You will succeed, won't you, Kupo? Alright. So for that, we have to go to... I'm told there's quite a few quests in this, so... Screw it. I'm just going to go teleport around. Alright. And your two here. Yeah, I know where Badarin is. It's off to the east of here. Only fog weather. I thought it was tension for a moment. Be like the third stream I have with Odin. I won't let it have to. Let's see. Do I have an appropriate mount for this? I do not. I had a post Moogle. Like a chocobo that had the Postmaster cap. I think there is one, I just don't have it. One thing I've been doing since this past few days during the bit of time I have to play this, I was enjoying some time with my eldest playing this, as well as leveling up my fisher, particularly with the ocean fishing. I'm trying to get this thing right here. I got to 7,800 at one point, just 200 shy of 8,000 points. Badarin. Wait, no, it's Badarin. Ah! What am I doing? Not Buskaroon Badarin. What am I doing? Get back here and look to Luminsa. What am I doing? I think Battering and Bushman should both cut me off at this point. I never even started yet. Like I said, I was sick last few days. Apparently I'm still feeling the effects. There you are. Ah, there's a face what warms me heart to see. Ever a shining example to all would-be heroes and heroines in these halls, hmm? You have a letter for me, you say? Letter to Battering. The lettering of this envelope is so poorly done that it is only thanks to the keen eye of your Moogle supervisor that you know it is addressed to Battering Tenfingers, drowning wench, founder and proprietor. Wow. Would have figured to have a more pressing task on your plate than plain messenger, girl. But who am I to... What's this? A bugger me of all the times for him to show up. Hate to burden you, but I'd be much obliged if you can help me with a simple task. Of course. I knew I could count on you. Aye, the moment I saw your face, I knew the Navigator had guided you back here for a reason. The reason? To help me settle a score with an old acquaintance of mine. Aye, the man's worked out quite the bill, and it's past time for a reckoning. You gotta find the bastard and bring him here to old Battering. I can trust you with that, eh? You'll find him out in the middle of Lanasha. A rugged fellow of his imposing stature and less than imposing brains. Like as not to trouble of some sort. Oh, and speak with Sabosby before you set out. She's prepared the perfect welcome gift for my dear old mate. Alright. Hello. Sabosby. Okay. So, you're the adventurer going out to greet our guest of honor, are you? Battering hasn't told me much about the man, but his steely gaze speaks volumes. As you know, Battering was an accomplished sellsword in his younger days. Made his share of friends and more than his share of foes. And the latter are not too shy about bringing trouble onto the premises. A rugged fellow in middle Lenosha, was it? I'll pry no further. One thing I've learned in my time is not to poke my nose in disputes that don't involve me. Here's the gift Battering asked me to prepare. I trust it will serve you well. Middle Lenosha, alright. I'm pretty sure this will take me some time to finish, but we got it done. I'll even get the fishing done as much quickly as I can. Yeah, and leveling up Fisher to help me out with that. I'm finding out some skills in Fisher I can't get because I don't have the... I can't get into Heaven's Ward or Stormblood to get the quest for them. But it's level 70 up, those abilities I'm able to get, I think. Hey, it's the Rogan Ruffian and the Wincing Winemonger. Quit your carrying. Ain't looking up. Eyes ain't looking to steal nothing. Just a wanting a ship, that's all. A big ship. An adventurer? Thank the gods. This brute means to rob me of my livelihood. Do not stop him. Doused with water. Water? Ice cold water. Water cooled with ice shards to the point just before freezing. All right. Sounds like a bath in Canada. All right, you guys go. You're a godsend, friend. I tell you, that brute is a menace to honest merchants everywhere. You'll find, you will find him and bring him to justice. Yes, I suppose. Have mercy, woman. I didn't mean the little man no harm. I just had a few too many. An old friend of Batteran's. Ain't that rich? I'm the best bloody mate the old bastard's ever known, whether he's or not he's willing to admit it. Name's Tilswain, a sellsword of some repute myself, though more for me prowess than with a flagon of ale than a spirit at me back. No, you'll not see me blaming Batteran, nor you, of course, for the soggy welcome. I dare say I earned it on me last trip to the wench. As a matter of fact, I've even brought Batteran a small token of apology. Just me own way of saying sorry for all the trouble I stirred up at. Oh, bugger me to the seventh hell, I'm back again. I left the bloody bag back at Mummer's forward arms, was it? Forgive me, lass, my memory's still a bit hazy. I go back and search myself, but in addition to not knowing quite where it came from, I'm still a bit queasy. Be a good lass and retrace my steps for me, will ye? With any luck, the fellow there, damned if I remember his name, is keeping the belongings safe and sound. Alright. I have a feeling this is going to become a bit more involved than I let on. I'm hoping there's some sort of good reward at the end of all this. I'm assuming this is a chain series of quests. Given the move, it's probably 100 quests, maybe? Maybe 95. 68. It's a bee cloud. Mandragoras. Final Fantasy XI, these tiny, outside of Winders and Saruta Baruta, tiny Mandragoras are one of the mobs that you leveled up off of in the beginning. Hello, stranger. What brings an impressive-looking lass like yourself to my humble lockers? That bloody drunkard? Of course I remember him. How could I not? Left his mark all over the bedding, the floor, and this after I went out of my way to furnish his room with a proper spitting box. His belongings? I had me hands plentiful cleaning up his foul spew. If he left anything else behind, like as not, it's still there. You're more than welcome to explore, though I'd suggest you watch your step and hold your nose. Particularly if you've just eaten. That smells fantastic. Chocobo time. I feel this is gonna take a while, so let's get all the speed we can get. Back, are you? Did you happen upon me belongings, mayhap? It's a small satchel, nothing too fancy. A worn leather pouch filled with a pair of old 100 gil coins. Bloody brilliant. Aye, for the moment you doused me with that wet stuff, I knew I'd made myself a friend. Don't know about you, but after me troubles today, I've worked up quite a thirst. What say you join me at the winch? First patch on Batterin. There's a sage quest over there. Alright, let's go talk to Batterin. Batterin or Batterin? Badirin? Batterin. Welcome back, Clalin. Eve, my apologies for not getting you mixed up in the dealings of a couple of sellswords. Have a pantomime finest, and regardless of what he might have told ye, Tilswain's paying for all comers tonight, including yours truly. You've not changed a whit, Batterin. Still a thankless bloody bastard. Thankless? Me? Says the insufferable side who won't be content till he drinks his so-called best mate out of house and comb? Drink his best mate out of house and home? Mark my words, Tilswain. If you conveniently forgot to pay me your tab this time, I'll hunt you to the 7th hell. Batterin acts all tough, but trust me, just a moment ago, he was going about how happy he was to hear you were safe. Here, this one's on the house. I hear it's your favorite. You needn't worry, Lash. Old Tilswain and your master go way back. Gone soft if you ask me. Why, back in our day, you couldn't call yourself a friend to Batterin until he'd drawn steel on you at least twice. And I shall consider myself fortunate that we only became acquainted more recently. But do tell, good sir, what is the story behind those coins? The remnants of some hidden treasure, perhaps? Treasure? You and I both wish, lassie. No, I fear it's little more than a memento of days long past, and none too well remembered. Back when Batterin and myself were still wet behind the ears, a grizzled old veteran. Wet behind the ears, grizzled old veteran. At least he looked grizzled to a couple of young pups like us. Took a liking to us. Took us under his wing, as it were. Or it was a kindness in days when kindness was hard to come by. Carried with him these coins he did. See the face of the spinner? Said her fair gaze watching over him was keeping him living, and where all his old mates had a tendency to end up dead, or worse. I think this is a 1.0 theme. Sounds 1.0-ish. It sounds like the theme from the Notion 1.0. Chanced upon him a fortnight ago, on his deathbed, the poor bastard. Said he lived a good life, but his luck had finally run its course. Didn't have much to leave behind, save for his lucky coins. Coins he wanted to leave to a couple of not so young pups, that they might enjoy life as long as his. A touching tale indeed. Now perhaps you can answer the question, long-held question of mine, good sir. Why ever would a sellsword as renowned as Batterin forsake his blade for the life of a glorified barkeep? You've not heard the story? Mind ye, a detail or two might have slipped from your memory, but I'll give her a try. It was 20 years ago or thereabout, when the realm finally at peace, or something resembling it. A great mercenary captain had a plan. The man, aye, a living legend if ever there was one, brought all the sellswords who were itching for a new fight under one roof. So it was that the Adventurers Guild was born, and there were no shortage of eager applicants. Aye, anyone and their uncle was looking to be an adventurer, save for one young boy, the son of the very man who founded it. The boy wanted only one thing, to follow in his father's footsteps and make his name as the greatest sellsword who ever walked the realm. Did the boy give up his dream? Did he reckon he'd already achieved it? Can't say for sure, Lashy. But that boy is now a man, and the man stands between the counter at the Adventurers Guild, dispensing advice to young glory seekers like Clalin here, and ale to old drunkards like myself. Is this true? Then why would Batterin's father... That would mean Batterin's father is none other than... Shabaji! I pay you to wipe the tables, not wag your bloody tongue. Now get back to work before I throw you back out in the gutter where I found you. Just when things were starting to get interesting. And that Batterin, I'd best be on my way. Spending more time around that level lass than this lonely old sellsword likely to get jealous. Besides, I've emptied your cask today. Whatever will I drink on my next visit? Aye, walk away while your legs still hold you, you bluttering oaf. And come back here any time for a pint of me finest. I'll see you dumped right over your fat head. Alright. Nice little backstory there for the Adventurers Guild in Limsa. Kupo. If it isn't my dutiful assistant, I trust you fared well on your first assignment. Do tell me all about it, Kupo. Why, you don't say. Batterin has never been an easy customer to please. Why, he nigh pulled out my whiskers that time I dropped a letter in a flag and a veil. But it sounds like you've made a fabulous first impression. As your senior, I couldn't be more pleased with your effort, and with myself for having discovered such a talented new recruit, Kupo. But this is no time to rest on your laurels. Oh no. For each day brings new letters, and deliveries that await will take you even further afield. I dare say you might encounter clients who make old Batterin look like a cuddly chocobo. But it's all in the day's work for my able assistant, yes? When you're looking for your next assignment, you know where to find me, Kupo. This is trash. Here, get some sandwiches. Actually, grab this guy. Woo! Huh? Carrier level 2! With your successful delivery, your reputation as a letter carrier has grown. Kupo. Which one should I do first, guys? What do you think? Clalin Memories or Dream On? Dream on, dream on. Clalin Memories. Well, if it isn't my favorite assistant, back and eager as ever. As a reward for your zeal and your duties, I have what should prove to be a positively delightful task, Kupo. I have a letter here addressed to Mother Moon of Gridania's Carline Canopy. I can just feel the warm rays of the sun trickling down through the leaves, my piping hot cup of tea in my paw. Why, I have a mind to deliver the letter myself. But let it not be said that the Deputy Post Moogle keeps the more pleasing task for himself. No, the job is yours. You need not so much as ask for it. Happy message carrying, Kupo. One letter at a time, Kupo. This takes us directly to the Carline Canopy as it is, so it's kind of like 20 birds with one, a couple birds with one stone. I'll just skip this one. gonna go up the stairs. Welcome to the Clalin Canopy, friend. You made quite a name for yourself, haven't you? I swear, at times I'd swear that even the trees themselves were tales of your exploits. A nondescript envelope addressed to Mother Mune of the Clalin Canopy. A letter? Let me see. Oh, why, it would seem there'll be an even greater demand for eel pies in the coming days. And once again, the oven calls. Not that you'll find me complaining. After all, some go their entire lives without ever knowing how it feels to have one of their creations beloved by origins the realm over. Which, come to think of it, reminds me of a story. How did it go again? Ah, yes. Many moons ago, when I was no taller than the counter before us, a Lalafellin artisan and his daughter came here to the Twelveswood. The circumstances which brought them here I know little, for the father was a man of a few words. What I do know is that they had left behind their home, traveling far and wide across the realm before settling on Gridania as their new home. The elementals care little about borders drawn by men. All who treat the forest with compassion are welcome within. Sadly, people in those times were not quite so understanding. The poor man and daughter endured name-calling, spiteful pranks, and worse. My grandfather took pity on them, offering them shelter in this building. In those days, it was little more than a glorified storage cabin, far from the bustling center of activity as it is today. My grandfather minded the watermill, you see, as his father before him. A respected position that afforded our family a certain status among our peers. Though not all approved of my grandfather befriending the outsiders, none dared give voice to their objections. With time, Gridanians came to understand that whoever they hailed, the man and his daughter were honest, peaceful folk, no different than any of us. With the blessings of the newfound countrymen, the love of the two harbored for their new home deepened. When talk arose of erecting a new water wheel, the father, originally a shipwright by trade, was among the first to offer his services. My grandfather soon joined him. Though not without hardships along the way, the wheel eventually rose, standing even today as one of Gridania's greatest architectural achievements, and a keystone of our very livelihood. If you're not in too much of a hurry, I would very much like to show it to you. But before we depart, I would ask you a small errand. Would you be so kind as to pick 4 Clalin blossoms around town and bring them to me? I would accompany you, but alas, the kitchen calls. Alright, let's get some Clalins. One moment here, guys. Let's get the one here, but the Archers Guild, then we'll go to the Woodworking Guild and get that one. I guess I'm not really going postal with this, but I'm still delivering letters, then helping after. So 2 in New Gridania, 2 in Old. Should be easy enough. Alright, so this Moogle thing might actually take a few streams. which is fine. Gives us something to do. Get to explore Eorzea a little bit more. Clalin. Sweet Clalin. Ba ba ba. Good times never seem so good. I've been inclined, ra-da-da, to believe it never would. Summoner person here, Ymitra. The sister of Y'shtola. Spoilers. Alright. Not paying attention, that's what gets me. Hey, there's a lance and a trident. Cool. And a mask. Let's just go talk to Mione. Let's go take the quickest way there. Went back to the plaza. Ah, welcome back. Were you able to procure the Clalin blossoms I asked of you? Clalin blossoms. A yellow flower found growing in Gridania proper. Ah, how lovely. Though hardly a rare sight in Gridania, these flowers never fail to bring a smile to my face. The water wheel I will show you is best seen from the Jedi flood. Go on ahead. I shall be along after I see to my duties here. Jedi flood. Is that up here? Central Shroud. Never mind. Let's go to Blue Badger Gate. Oh, she's right. That is probably a good review of that water wheel. Ah, Clalin. I hope I've not kept you waiting over long. Come now, let us look upon the water wheel of my tale. Behold, the pride of our nation, Figaga's gift. Is she not magnificent? Countless times have I come here, yet each time I stand in awe at her sheer size and beauty. Knowing that it was born of a special bond between my grandfather and the Lalafellan builder elevates it to a special place in my heart. Would that they had lived to see it complete. I spoke of hardships, yes? Not days after he finished drawing up his draft for the new mill, the poor Lalafell, hale and hearty for his age until then, suddenly took ill. What started as a cough soon grew dire, and within a fortnight he had passed. Without its chief builder, the ambitious project came grinding to a halt. At first, it seemed no recourse but to abandon construction entirely. Then the daughter stepped forth, vowing that she would see her father's dream to fruition. Though none could deny her pedigree, the girl had never lifted a hammer in her entire life. Not letting this, nor the doubting words of others, deter her, she promptly enrolled in the Carpenters' Guild, vowing to follow in her father's footsteps. People laughed. Who was this shy little girl with yellow blossoms in her hair? But within a year's time, all could see that the girl was a prodigy with a hammer. In 5 years, she had mastered skills that would take an ordinary carpenter a lifetime. In 10, her father's dream had become a reality. The shy girl with flowers in her hair had blossomed into a strong, proud woman, and one of the greatest builders our realm has ever known. Such is the tale of Fegaga. To think of the wonders she might still have wrought. Alas, not long after completing her gift to us, she succumbed to the same foul plague that took her father. Though she is with us no more, she remains an inspiration for the women of Gridania, myself first among them. It is here, in the view of the father and daughter's greatest accomplishment, that I buried their ashes and built a small monument to their memory. Once again, I thank you. The flowers you picked surely brought a smile to Fegaga's face today. Now, shall we return? Yes, to the place that I named in her memory. We need to have a closer look. Ah, invisible wall. That was kind of cool to see, though. Alright, let's go back to Gridania. I'll say this, I never expected to get more lore of the game through these Moogle quests. I'm actually enjoying this. Maybe I should have done these earlier. I don't remember if this was in 1.0 or not. No, I don't think so. I would have heard complaints by then. Thank you for accompanying me today. I hope to share the tale of Fegaga with you for quite some time now, having come here as you did from a faraway land. In transforming my grandfather's old storage cabinet into the Clalin canopy you see today, I sought to carry on the spirit he showed in his Lalafellan friends. To his Lalafellan friends. A spirit of welcoming and accepting of all who would seek shelter here, regardless of their origins. And it was the same spirit that I came to devote my life to looking after those who would seek adventure. And what a fateful decision that turned out to be, yes? This sounds like 1.0 theme for... I want to say the Shroud, but it could have been Gridania as well. This does take me back, though, this music. So it was that I came to stand behind this counter, so Blah, blah, blah. So it was that I came to stand behind this counter. So it was that I met you. So it was that I received the joyous tidings that you brought to me today. For you see, the letter you delivered was an announcement from the Adventurers Guild. It would appear that I can look forward to a sizable group of new recruits in the days to come, and nothing could make me happier. I want to share this news with Fagaga, and with you. After all, it's no small part thanks to your exploits that so many brave men and women would step forth to bring succor to our realm. Truly, you are a gleaming example to all. May your star shine forever bright upon us. May your star shine forever bright upon us. Yes, that's what I meant to say. What's this? This all can be sold eventually. Yay! Quest complete! Woo! Level up! Maybe. Level 3! With your successful delivery, your reputation as a letter carrier has grown! Alright, let's go back to, Luminsa. This is cute little. I like these extra bit of lore. Alright, let's get the next quest in the line. There's another one called Dream On. Dream on, dream on. I guess this one takes us to Ul'dah. Well, look who's back. I'll give you 3 guesses what I have in my paw, and the first 2 don't count, Kupo. Well, yes, a letter! However, did you know? It's addressed to Momody, the ever-charming proprietress of the Quicksand in Ul'dah. Sounds like a pleasant enough assignment, wouldn't you say? But this is no ordinary letter. Oh no. Why, I've strained my eyes for any sign of the sender's name, but it is nowhere to be found. An anonymous epistle? Sounds like a task for my most capable assistant, Kupo. Alright, let's go to Ul'dah. Dream on, dream on, dream on, dream until the dream comes true. Ruby Road Exchange, I believe. Well, if it ain't Clalin, good to see an adventurer who remembers where she came from, even after becoming all famous and the like. What brings you to the Quicksand today? A small envelope addressed to Modi of the Quicksand in Ul'dah. A letter? Next thing I know, you'll be sprouting a pom-pom and then every utterance with a a letter? Next thing I know, you'll be sprouting a pom-pom and ending every other utterance with Kupo. Oh? How curious. It would seem that Sandra's forgotten to sign the envelope. Oh, my beloved Momody, my riches could buy all the jewels in the realm, yet none could shine as bright as thee. Say that you will be mine and... Ugh. Good gosh, no wonder the letter was anonymous. No man in his right mind would claim the authorship of such a hack and die pretentious load of... Momody, my love, I see that my mellifluous missive finds you looking as beautiful as ever. Oh, it's you! Why do I find myself entirely unsurprised? I've lost count of how many times I spurned your shameless advances to your face. Now I must do the same in writing for you to get the bloody message. Shameless? You wooed me, Momody, my love. Why, my advances are positively shameful, that's not the right word, is it now? Picture the scene. A mysterious letter. A secret admirer. Is it so outlandish for a man to think that the subtle romantic approach might stir the flames of passion in his beloved heart? Says the fool standing before me for the third time this week, still sporting that same ridiculous jacket. Our guest clearly lacks the courtesy to introduce himself, so allow me. This is Thomas so-and-so, son of a spice merchant someone or other, and the richest, most eligible young bachelor in all of Ul'dah. Forgive me if I've forgotten some of the details. I've only heard the story 20-odd times now. This is Clalin, the woman who wasted her precious time hauling your rubbish halfway across the realm. Is that so? Smashing work, my girl. Remind me of your name again later, and I'll be sure to put you on the guest list for when my lovely Momody and I are wed. Do you see, my love? This adventurous effort were not for naught. No, you need only promise your hand to me. Promise that forever my Momody and mine alone you will be. In person or in ink, the answer's still the same. Come back with an island freezes over so I can reject you again. Alas and alack, but I should have known. Yes, that hairpin that adorns your lovely locks speaks loud and clear. I made it, Momody. After all these years, you still harbor feelings for him. Why, you've some nerve walking to my place of business and spouting some nonsense. Nonsense, my beloved. Is that so? Rumors abound about that hairpin, that it was crafted for you by an old flame, that it has not left your shapely head so much as a day since the calamity. If you lost a childhood love when the lesser moon fell, you have my sympathies. But this is a new age, my dearest. Time marches on, and we must march with it. Oh, did I mention my family is among the richest in the Sultanate? Hells, just how thick is your bloody skull? A man crafted my hairpin, and yes, there was a time I felt something for him. But such days are long past, and today I needn't compare you to anyone. I needn't compare you to anyone to find you thoroughly repulsive. Besides, I'll have you know that the man who crafted it still lives. What's this? My rival in love still lives? Ha ha ha! At long last my task is clear. I must seek out this pretender and prove once and for all that I, Thomas, am the only one worthy of my dear Momody's hand. Adventurer, I would request your aid. Together we shall seek out this man, and you will serve as my impartial judge to determine who is the worthy partner for Miss Momody, he or I. Rest assured that you will be suitably compensated for rendering the proper decision. And with that, let us begin the search at the Goldsmiths Guild. I shall await you there. Okay, I guess I'm going on with this. Okay. Goldsmiths Guild is directly north of here. Alright. Let's speak with Memedisu. What's that? Momodi's hairpin, you say? Why, that was Momoroto's work. Momoroto. Now there's a name I've not uttered in some time. Destined for greatness, that one was. Could have been the second coming of Nyelfresna. That's the name that brings me back. I think Nyelfresna was also the leader of the Goldsmith Guild back in 1.0, or he was involved in the storyline. The name sticks out to me. Why, he'd been with us for a scant few years when the commission came in from the Sultana herself. Slaved away at the piece day and night till one day when he rose from his workbench and walked away. Some said the pressure of expectations grew too great to bear. Others that his heart was never in this craft to begin with. Still others said it was a broken heart that drove him away. The guild lost a talented goldsmith, and I lost a friend. But a man's life is his to live. Last I heard, Momoroto was passing his days as a fisherman in Crescent Cove. If he's found happiness, I don't begrudge him. Don't begrudge him his choice one bit. To think that my rival from Momodi's heart has been lurking in our very midst this whole time. You have my thanks, Master Memedisu. Rest assured that Momodi and I will spare no expense when we commission. Rest assured that Momodi and I will spare no expense when we commission from your guild our wedding bands. Come, adventurer, to Crescent Cove. Whew. Crescent Cove. I think I know where that is. Trickle power. He looks bored. I don't have that mute. Oh, darn. Night about. Ah, well, tomorrow's another. What brings a mighty adventurer to this lonely fishing hole? This is Momoroto? A shabby-looking fellow indeed. But what did I expect from a craven who threw away his chance at fame, love, and glory because he couldn't bear the pressure? Oh, the ignominy of it all! She turns down my gifts of jewels and gold, yet adorns her fair locks with a trinket cobbled together by a languid lalafell who stinks of sardines. Wow. So, Momodi's actually wearing that old thing. You get no argument from me. I hardly deserve it, though nor did I deserve her. Perhaps I once did. There was a time when I dreamed of being the greatest goldsmith in the realm. Even a time when such dreams seemed within reach. The young Momoroto would have been worthy of Momodi's hand. But that dreamer is no more, and you will not see me mourn his passing. Not all dreams were meant to be followed, and not all of us were destined for greatness. Put a fishing pole in his hand and a creaky pier under his bottom, and old Momoroto was a happy man. Can you believe this? My travels have taken me to the far corners of the realms, and never have I seen a man so lacking in ambition, enthusiasm, or even, sorry, enthusiasm or any even vaguely redeeming qualities. I would ask you to judge which of us is more worthy, but I think we can safely say that I am the victor by default. To the quicksand adventurer, my future bride awaits. My thoughts are not what Clalin's thinking at this point. So that's what all the shouting was about. The young man's taking a fancy to Momodi, has he? I'll say this much, he has good tastes. Doesn't seem like all that bad a fellow, a bit oversure of his own abilities perhaps, but no more than someone that I used to know. When I gave that hairpin to Momodi years ago, she refused to wear it. Said it meant too much for her to risk losing. As to why her heart may have changed, who can say? But it is not for love, this I know. Those days are buried in the sands of time. Whether they avail your lovelorn friend is another matter entirely. Rip. Just fly away. Fly with me, come fly, let's fly away. Let's go talk to Momodi. I'll give this another hour, perhaps another hour of questing you have to do. Then, to switch things up, I might actually do one of the dungeons that I've been meaning to show off. Probably gonna show off our Wanderer's Palace. Maybe. Or, we'll see. What's something I can show off? We'll see. Man, lately I've been underestimating the length some of these quests take. Not that I'm complaining too much, I'm just underestimating it. Just retain you mean Clalin? I was hoping you managed to lose him somewhere along the way. I have done my part. I have sought out this Momoroto and heard his tale. The tale of a coward who had not deserted you since the day he fled this city, forsaking your love and his future in the process. Really? A worthy suitor stands before you. A man who promises to do everything in his power to bring you happiness, and who has the courage to put such words into action. I implore you, my beloved, undo that hairpin, free your heart from that has-been, and give unto me your hand. Listen well, 'cause I will repeat myself no more. I have no feelings for Momodoto, and sure as hell's none for you. This hairpin, it's a symbol for all those who would dare to dream. A symbol and a warning. Momodoto and I were old friends. He used to come by to the shop when I worked and regale me with tales of all he hoped to achieve. He burned with passion in those days, like yourself, with less style and more substance. As a wide-eyed girl, I was drawn to dreamers. I urged him on at every opportunity. When I heard he was making something for the Sultana, I nearly screamed, "This is your chance, Momodoto! Craft the masterpiece I know you have in you, and you'll go down in history. You won't live and die nobody." So I told him, over and over until he came no more. I went to the Goldsmiths Guild only to hear that he'd resigned his position. 'Twas then I saw the error of my ways. All the time that I thought I was encouraging my friend, I was only piling on to a burden he never wanted to bear. And you wear the hairpin out of pity for the man? Yep, there's a 1.0 ethanol music. No, not pity. At first, I felt so ashamed that I didn't think... Sorry, Twilight Ethanolin. No, not pity. At first, I felt so ashamed that I didn't think myself worthy of wearing it. Then the lesson moon came tumbling down, and everything changed. At first, we thought we'd lost everything. Then slowly but surely, we began to pick up the pieces and dream again. Seeing the proud faces of those who would rise to the call and rebuild our realm, it rekindled passions in my heart that I hadn't felt in years. It was then that I finally discovered a dream of my own. To stand with those who would fight for their dream and give them strength in any way I could. This is why I stand here today. And yet I must never repeat the mistake of my past. Adventurer, artisan, or angler, one's true dreams, one's true strength must come from within. This is what I learned from Momodoto, and this is why I treasure this memento to this very day. Oh, my beloved, could there be in this world a more sensitive soul? The 12 would be 13 for you, my dearest, and our goddess of dreams and compassion. Hitherto I knew only your physical beauty, but I have seen the true beauty of your heart and soul. I am lost without you, my beloved. Make my dream come true and promise to stay by my side forevermore. Have you been listening? Not been listening to a single word I said. I devoted my life to supporting adventurers' dreams. Women like Clalin here who are too busy fighting for our realm to waste my bloody time. But my beloved, our love too may yet save you from the shadows. Well, now, there's the first interesting words I've heard come out of your mouth. Prove to me that you're more than just words, and maybe, just maybe I'll reconsider. Does that mean I have a chance? Oh, merciful indeed is the goddess Momody. I will not fail you, my love. Today I take my leave. When I next return, you will know the true breadth and scale of my dreams. And you, my good woman, you have opened my eyes today, and for this you shall be rewarded. You have my word. You will be in the front row of the festivities when my goddess and I are wed. Wow. She's just staring at him. Finally, some peace and quiet. I doubt he'll be showing his face here anytime soon, but who knows? He's not the first man I've seen change. Any road, thank you. No matter how far we come, we can't forget the past. And thanks to you, I've been able to do some much needed reflecting. Ooh, level 4, let's go. Maybe not. Carry level 4. With your successful delivery, your reputation as a letter carrier has grown. Yes. I think. Alright, let's go back to Limits and Laments and see what more prizes he has to offer. Airship landing. Let's go. That's 3. So I'm told there's about a total of 25 quests, and we've just finished 3. I don't think I'll be doing all 25 today. That's fine. Alright, so getting rid of those 2, unlock 3 of these. Let's go top down. Spirits most foul. How far you've come as a carrier in such a short time. I knew that my pedagogical skills bordered upon genius, but I dare say I have outdone myself this time, Kupo. I must reward myself with a well-deserved respite, and you with the most demanding assignment to date. I have in my paws a parcel from the Thermiches Guild in Ul'dah, to be delivered to Breya of the Conjurers Guild in Gridania, and I quote, with all speed. Urgent correspondence between the realm's most poignant practitioners of magic? It would only be the slightest of exaggerations to say that the fate of Eorja may very well be riding on this delivery. To still glade fain with you, Kupo. This is just quicker this way. Spirits most foul. Foul. Go around here to the Conjurers Guild. Almost said White Mages Guild. Because they're not really white mages, they're conjurers. Braya. Tamter, Deepcroft, Hoke Manor, and now this. Vengeful spirits clutch and claw at our forest home, at our very souls. Is there naught we can do to free ourselves from their grasp? Bundle for Breya. A small round bundle containing something heavy. Okay. Thank the gods, I feared it would not arrive in time. This is a comprehensive summary of void sent sightings collected from across the realm, along with the latest theories on how to deal with potential cases of possession. A young man recently approached me, you see, fearing that he had fallen under the influence of baleful forces not of this world. As the poor soul told me, he oft awakens in the dark of night, in parts unknown with bruises all over his body and no memory of how he arrived there. The mere thought sends shivers up the spine, does it not? It goes without saying that the man was quite distraught. I promised that I would gather what knowledge I could and see what I might do to free him of his demons. Thanks to your timely delivery, I am at last armed with the information I need. But there's another rub. My subject has vanished. Even as we speak, dark spirits have seized control of him once more, and yet I must dive into this tome immediately to have any hope of saving him. If you can track down the man, I would be much in your debt. His sister, Ada, can be found at Quarry Mill, and may have some knowledge as to his whereabouts. Ada is right here. Right next to Abdurrahman. Brian is searching for Spenny, you say? How odd. He left here bells ago saying he would make straight to the Fane. No, this does not bode well. Perhaps he was summoned to work on the way? He makes his living at the Moontai Cellars after all, and Master Edmond can be quite the taskmaster. You might do well to ask around there. Doubtless you've already heard, but Spenny hasn't been quite himself of late. I do not want to believe he would hurt anyone, but I urge you to be wary. Here are the Moontai Cellars. Adok's brother? Ah, you mean Spen. I've been on watch here since sundown. I fear I haven't seen neither hide nor hair of him. When he first started here, he was so devoted to his work that he'd arrive in the cellar's bells before his shift began, and I cannot help but fear that something is amiss. Looking for Spen, you say? Afraid I can't help you there. Hasn't come around here. Hasn't come around here yet today. Possessed? I believe it when I see it. Like as not, his disappearance has more to do with the 30 casks of Moontai beans we need to haul up from the cellars today. Spen's gone missing again? The lad worked hard for us, but I can't deny his attendance has been somewhat erratic. I fear that if he does not get his act together, and soon, I may have no choice but to let him go. That said, his shift began only minutes ago, and I will give him the benefit of the doubt, and trust that he is making his way here as we speak. Alright. Where am I? Spen? Why, yes, that is my name. Beg your pardon, my lady, but have we met somewhere? Dear me, I've done it again, haven't I? My sister, my colleagues, Braya, and even you, who I only just met. I owe all of you my most profound apologies. As Braya doubtless told you, it seems I have fallen prey to forces most sinister. They strike without warning in the black of night, seizing my limbs, inhabiting my body, rendering naught but a puppet to carry out their dark designs. Come morning I awaken, bruised and beaten, with no memory of the horrors I have committed. O guardians of the forest, pray take mercy on my soul. If you're looking for mercy, you're begging up the wrong tree, you shit-arse, two-faced, swell-sodden lump of gobu dung. pay no heed to that man's sob story. The only sinister force that got him in his clutches is old Buscarron's mead. 1,396 gil spend. That'll cover food, drink, and healing fees for the poor sod whose arm you twisted off. Master Buscarron, surely this is some misunderstanding. Why, I'd patronize your fine establishment on occasion, but only for a single drink. Aye, I suppose that's true. I've not known the quiet, thoughtful spend to order more than a single flagon of mead. But by the time that flagon is drained, spend is no more. In his place is the roaring, mead spilling, punching, kicking, belching, screaming madman whose name strikes fear into the hearts of every man and woman who's ever wanted to enjoy drinking goddamn peace. The scourge of the druiders, if not the whole bloody realm. I speak of you, Spencer, the bottomless cup. This cannot be. I am no scourge. I am a responsible drunkard. I know not when to say when. I do not know what madness took me, Master Buscarron, but I can assure you that it was an isolated occurrence. Please accept my payment, 1,396 gil in full, along with my profuse apologies for the trouble that I have caused. As for the unfortunate fellow who I may have unwittingly injured, please assure him that I will return to the druiders on the morrow to make amends in person. And with that, I must be off to the cellars. I'm already late for my shift, and Master Edmond will be rightly furious if I tarry any longer. Farewell, my friends. Ah yes, the Conjurer's Guild. Do tell Blair that I shall endeavor to exercise my own demons. Should the dark forces prove too formidable, I shall call upon her again. Wouldn't get your hopes up. If I had a guild for every time I heard old Spence spout that nonsense, I'd be a rich man. And last I heard, there ain't no incantation that can cure a man's love for liquor. Beer. Alright, let's get this one over with. Kinda gotta do these quest lines. At least for the first three, I learned some things I've never thought of before, or never heard of before. It's kinda cool. Go. Spencer the Bottomless Cup? And here I thought that name only a wise tale, dreamed up to steer young children away from the bottle. I must confess I'm somewhat relieved to discover that the spirits that plagued the man were merely a more worldly sort. Though that is small solace to the poor souls who must suffer his meat-induced wrath. Sadly, I fear that subduing drunkards is outside my field of research. Should you find the poor man in the throes of madness, pray do what you can to restore him to sanity. Beef. Where's the beef? Level up! Level 5? Ooh, reputation as a letter carrier has grown. Woo! I think. Woo. Woo. Woo, woo, woo. Alright, let's go on to the next one. What did I just do? This is what Juby's dancing next. My hard-working assistant returns. Yes, so hard that you've been working that I dare say you've earned yourself a vacation coupon. But I'm not going to give you one, of course. I do have a reputation to maintain, but I will give you the next best thing. A letter addressed to Master Juju at Costa del Sol. Soak up the rays of the sun, bask in the balmy ocean breeze, sneak a furtive glance at the lovely dancers. That last one can be our little secret, and you'll find you'll soon forget that you're working Kupo. Kupo. I'm gonna take a chocobo there and I'll quickly get something to perk me up. Choco quarter. Costa del Sol. And I shall return in a couple of moments. I'm back. Thank you for waiting, folks. Let's deliver our letter to Master Juju. There's a dancer quest. Continue on over here, which I'll eventually get to one day. Uh, oh, how I tire of the same idyllic sights day after day after day. How long must I wait to see my new beauties take the stage? A letter from Dancing Master Guileno to the eccentric Jejuruju of Costa del Sol. Titan's Bane, a messenger girl. Titan's Bane, a messenger girl. Is the adventure in life so unprofitable these days? I could always use another winsome lass to wow me. You may be a touch overqualified, but the pay is generous, and the location cannot be topped. But I digress. The letter you brought me is a reply from none other than the esteemed Master Guileno, whom I have enlisted to train my next generation of artistes. A great honor I bestow upon him, yes? Master Jejuruju, would you present a compelling offer? I would rather live out my days in the navel than spend even a moment instructing empty-headed, ample-bottomed strumpets with as much passion and aptitude for dance as a pack of three-legged shrews. It seems this poor misguided fellow values the integrity of this art above coin. But what's this? The letter continues. That said, I know of another whose particular school of dance, though somewhat experimental, may suit your purpose as well. What splendid news! The letter neglects to mention his name, but says that he makes his home by Iron Lake in Outer Lenosha. Might you be a good messenger girl and deliver this contract to him? I would have my girls begin their training straight away. Okay. And we keep going. Vigorous dancer. Why so smooth-skinned shun my dance? My dance is dance of vigor and virility. An official-looking document outlining the details of a contract of employment for dance instruction. Oh, okay. Paper? From Mamuja? Mamuja does not want paper. Mamuja wants freedom. Freedom to dance. Why does no one understand? Smoothskin wants me to dance? This is some kind of trick to take my coin. No trick? Smoothskin pays coin? Coin from Mamuja? Coin to dance Mamuja dance? Do I dream? Do Smoothskins finally understand? Too long has Mamuja custom been mocked. Too long has Mamuja hits been fettered. But no more. Smoothskin shows kindness to Bugulja. Bugolja repays kindness, shares proud Mumulja tradition with all. Traditional Mumulja bathing dance will be shunned no more. Today, Costa del Sol. Tomorrow, the realm. But dance cannot be danced with body soiled. This is Mumulja custom, and custom must not be broken. Bugolja would cleanse body in Bronze Lake, where water is warm and sights are stimulating. But smoothskins there have small hearts and narrow minds. Bugolja will go west to the little house, where Bugolja can bathe in peace. Is there actually someone in this hut here now? He is the one that lives in this hut. Should have done this a long time ago. He has his own hot tub here? Wow. You are not like other smoothskins. Smoothskins who shun Mumulja. Bugolja is pleased. Bugolja likes the little house. Water is warm, and Smoothskin leaves Bugolja to himself. But enough talk. Soiled body needs cleansing, but Mumulja must not wash one body. This too is Mumulja way. Smoothskin take water, pour over Mumulja's body. 1, 2, 3 times. Body cleanse, muscles loose. Bugolja will be ready to dance. Alright. Sacred spring water. Hot spring water twice collected using a thrice blessed ladle sacred to the Mumulja. Ah, warm water flows over me. Sweat and grime washes away. Ah, muscles loosen, joints limber, an uncontrollable urge wells from within. Yeah, I can contain it no longer. But Bugolja must move. Bugolja must dance. Smoothskin performs the cleansing ritual as good as any Mumulja. Bugolja has never felt so alive. Let us visit your master, Jejeruju. I will dance my dance as never before. This ought to be good. Yeah, it's really raining here. This ought to be good. Ah, there you are. I must say, our new dancing master must make quite a first impression. I've already taken the liberty of introducing him to the girls. Costa del Sol shall be at the forefront of an artistic revolution. I can see the tourists flocking and hear the clinking of their ample coin purses. At any rate, the lesson should be getting started any moment now. For all you've done, you're more than welcome to look on. Oh yeah, let's see how well this goes. It stopped raining. Great. Those are all the tears of future to come. You should say, you, Master Zhuzhuruju, are friend to Momuja. Thanks to you, days of scorn and hurt are over. Bugulja has waited long for this day. Today, Smoothskin shall know traditional Mamulja bathing dance in all its glory. I don't like the way he's looking at me. Oh, well, at least Master Zhuzhuruju pays well. That is our new dancing master? Is this some kind of joke? Oh, this is gonna be great to watch. Master Zhuzhuruju, other smooth-skinned shun Mamuja tradition, but you welcome us with open arms. Bugulja will not forget this kindness. Bugulja will be greatest dancing master Costa that Sal ever knew. Traditional Mamuja bathing dance is a dance of pleasure, dance of life-giving. Every lift of leg, every sway of hips is sacred. When you dance Mamuja bathing dance, you must summon vitality from the very depths of your soul. Did you hear that, girls? I'm paying you good coin for this. Don't be shy. Don't be shy up there. Yes, the Master Zhuzhuruju. We've been waiting our whole lives for this chance. We won't let you down. Prepare yourselves. We begin. Hooja, hoo-hooja, Mamuja hips must sway. Hooja, hoo-hooja, Mamuja hips must thrust. Hooja, Mamuja is man, like all men. You're Hooja. You're a woman like a woman. What is he, Brilliant, utterly brilliant. Now this is a dance to delight even the most mature and discerning of... Now where did everyone run off to? And are you really quite alright? I do not understand, Master Zhuzhuruju. Bugulja only danced as Master asked me to dance. Pay no mind to the reactions of my servants. I suspect they were simply overwhelmed by the sheer wonder of the spectacle laid before them. 'Tis sadly yet commonplace with artists who are ahead of their time. That said, it is perhaps for the best that we part ways, at least for the time being. Rest assured that you will receive full compensation for your services, as will you, Titan's Bane. Well, alright, let's go over here. I'll give this. This is, putting a smile on my face. Unexpected, but putting a smile on my face. I should have done this years ago. This is hilarious. Can we go up here? Get up there. You can go up here. You just can't do anything up here. Alright. Oh, we're not looking over here. We can go down here. Ah, you returned. Have you any idea what was all that shrieking and retching was about? I, for one, found Bugulja's gyrations positively captivating. I was eagerly anticipating the sight of my fair maidens performing this treasure Mamuja tradition, but alas, once again the common folk prove incapable of appreciating my heightened aesthetic sensibilities. And yet, while I am a lover of the fine arts, I am an even greater lover of coin. The highest form of art in the world means nothing to me without an audience, a well-paying audience. As such, I have made the most heart-rending decision to annul Master Bugulja's contract, effective immediately. In return, I compensated him with a healthy sum and a one-day path to the springs of Bronze Lake. I don't foresee this being a problem, do you? That said, the sheer unbridled passion that the Mamulja possess for the act of bathing is truly a sight to behold. Were only this passion shared by the average Georgian, oh, what fortunes could be had. Level up again! Level 6! Yes! Maybe. Alright. I gotta say, I don't think I'll be able to finish it all in one night, but this is a... Glad I started with this. Yeah, I said before, I should have done this a long time ago. This will bring you up to his upper edge. Let's teleport back. Alright, Chocobo. How many more could you possibly give me? Stroke and a half. Ah, my trusted assistant is ever ready for action, Kupo. Very well. I have a package here straight from Little Solace addressed to, the long one. Moogle Intelligence has confirmed that this is a Sylphic this is a Sylphic epithet for one Hunbert Longhoft, a brass blade captain of considerable repute who leads the defense at Highbridge. Hunbrook is known to be one of the most charismatic leaders in the realm, never seen outside the company of one or more of his men. Rather, I should say women. His followers are uniformly female and fiercely loyal to their captain. I was at Highbridge a short while ago, but the captain was unfortunately off duty. It would appear he had business at the Weavers Guild and had taken two of his most loyal subordinates along with him to Ul'dah. Many happy deliveries, Kupo. Yeah, Kupo. Oh, in that case, see what we go. Hey, it's unbattled. How many times must I tell you? Garments such as these might be fit for an ordinary man, but Hunbot Longhoft is no ordinary man. Hells, what is keeping my package? A new package for Hunbot Longhoft. Not that he was dissatisfied with his current one. My silk at last! Now this is more like it. Feel for yourself. So soft and pliant. A fabric that truly breathes. This is of Sylphic, you see. A merchant I met in Highbridge sang its praises, and I simply had to experience it for myself. Your puzzled expression does not express me. But Longhoft, you protest? Many a tale have I heard of your blade, and the consummate skill with which you wield it. What use would a virile swordsman such as yourself have with such delicate and even feminine fabric? An astute question, which I answer with a question of my own. You strike me as one who knows your way around the battlefield, yes? Suppose you're the commander of a formidable unit, one akin to a great machine. Now suppose this same unit was somehow constrained, forced to do battle in cramped quarters. Would your unit be able to realize its full potential in such unfavorable conditions? Verily not. But when given room to breathe will the puissant unit swell and expand over the battlefield, and then, upon reaching the full extent of its power, thrust forth and penetrate your opponent's defenses. Do you grasp my meaning? And so I would commission a garment to be made from this silk. And yet my unit is not merely my own. No, the skilled hand under my command see to it that my machine maintains well oiled. Two of these hands accompany me to Ul'dah. But it would seem they have eluded my grasp, or I have eluded theirs. Might you be a good lass and find them for me? Okay. They're to the west, I guess? Oh, well, might be upstairs too. Jolly good. Okay, this way. It's sapphire eyes. That first earring I saw would look lovely on my captain, but so would that other one. God, why does shopping have to be so goddamn difficult? Ah! You do well not to scare me like that. I'm a brass blade in service to Captain Hunbuck, better known as Hunbuck the Longhaft. No doubt you've heard of the tales? None can deny that Captain Cut's a dashing figure, but I would give him a gift to further bring out his beauty. What say you, adventurer? Do any of these fine ornaments catch your eye? A sapphire ring. Yes. Why, I thought the same myself. Such fine sapphire. Some find sapphires cold, but they do not understand that beneath this cool exterior sleeps a wellspring of passion as deep as the ocean. A passion tempered by maturity and reason. Not coincidentally is it also the color of my eyes, which the captain has often admired during late nights manning the control room at Highbridge, as I stroked the lever and admired his workmanship. There are those in the brass blade who do not understand the captain. Those who say his exploits on the battlefield do not warrant the sizable reputation he has amassed. I know not which battlefield they speak of, but as someone who has witnessed his swordplay firsthand, I can assure you that the reality far exceeds even the tallest of tales. Speaking of the captain, wherever did he run to? I must deliver my gift before Ilamui does, lest she be the one invited to work the lever tonight. Yeah, I can see where innuendo is coming to play with this one. Okay, we'll go this way. All the way to the Alchemist Guild. There we go. Ilamui Ruby Eyes. Alright. So many potions of myriad colored powers and potencies. Surely one might serve to further harden the captain's resolve. Yeah, don't frighten me like that. I was just shopping for a suitable present for my captain. You've heard tales of the Longhaft, I assume. Then you know that he is naturally endowed with both size and stamina. Still, I would see how alchemical innovation might enhance his already prodigious talents. Do any of these files intrigue you, adventurer? Red potion of stamina. Ah, that one stood up to me as well. Red is, after all, the color of passion, and few men are more passionate than my captain. It stands to reason that red is his favorite hue. I might simply note that it is also the is also the color of my eyes. He has often praised their beauty during our nights together in the control room at Highbridge, where he often summons me to lubricate the lever. He says my supple fingers are most suited to the task. In the past, the captain shunned alchemy in all forms, claiming he had no need for unnatural enhancements. Recently, however, I remarked that his blade, already renowned across Rioja, might reach legendary stature with the right help, and he seems suitably aroused by the idea. Oh, but I must simply be getting back. Just imagine the captain alone with her is enough to send shivers up my tail. Innuendos. Giggity giggity. Alright, let's go through the Weaver's Guild. Itaja and Elamri are exchanging heated words. The man suggests that our captain partake in alchemical enhancements is an insult, not merely to him, but to the gods that endowed him with such natural talent. Ha! Says the one who would seem adorn his body with gaudy trinkets. Do you even understand the true measure of a man? Ungrateful wench, you're not worthy to polish the captain's blade. Wow. Captain, I brought that gift truly perfect for one of your peerless masculine charms. Captain, my gift will see your legendary prowess raised to godlike heights. Captain, you always praise where I calibrate your lever. You call me an engineer. Captain, you said that no machines in the room could keep your parts oiled as I do. Cease this senseless bickering, the both of you. You each have served me long and served me hard. Surely you realize now that there's more than enough man to go around. While I welcome your sentiments, I have no need of shiny baubles or motley brews. The gods have seen fit to endow me well. I would fight my battles on my own merits. Besides, there are more important matters at hand. Before you two came in, I had just been informed that my garments were ready. Prepare yourselves. What say you, Itaja? So dashing, so handsome, so form-fitting. I feel the flames of passion welling from within. Do promise you that the next time you summon me to the control room, yes? For you, my love, anything. But we have only just begun. What say you, Elamri? That broad chest bursting forth, those bulging biceps. My captain, this garment shows that you, for the god of virility that you are. My only regret is that I cannot quite see under the belt. All in good time, my love. Now do you see? There's more than enough man here for. No, Humbert is no mere man. For within me rages a beast that will be contained no longer. What? Behold, do you know that this first snow creature is legendary for its stamina and sheer size of its manhood? Now then, ladies, what would you like for Starlight this year? You, my captain, and nothing but you. That's what I thought you'd say. Now, if you've gone over your silly little cat fight, I believe it's time we went on our way. But even as we speak, bandits and brigands would target innocent merchants who travel through Highbridge. Fear not, ladies, for there will be time enough for pleasure when the battles have been won. Yes, sir. If you thought being the long half was all about sweet pleasure and bliss, you'd best think again. Prone to bouts of sibling jealousy, those two. Prone to bouts of sibling jealousy, those two, but they're good girls at heart. All the more admirable considering their origins. Stolen from their parents when they were just babes and sold into a trade where no woman deserves to go. My unit found and freed them, but sadly, the brass blades are not in the habit of taking in children. Granted their freedom, they made their living on the streets, where many turned to selling their bodies. They honed their smarts and their fighting skills. When they returned, where many turned to selling their bodies, they honed their smarts and their fighting skills. When they returned to me years later as women grown, strong, and beautiful, I swore that I would have them. In my regiment, that is. That they know how to properly sheathe my blade is an extra benefit, albeit a most welcoming one. And with that, I must return to my post. Aha. I can see that you're treading that line there. There certainly was a rise in level there somewhere. Alright, what's next in line? Whack-a-mole. Well, if it isn't my most accomplished assistant, you truly could not have come at a better time. This is the perfect assignment for you. This parcel here must be delivered to one Marset, a naturalist doing research on fauna at Dunstan Spire in the Central Shroud. Brains, beauty, grace. Why, I envy you for being able to bask in her brilliance. Sadly, my supervisory duties demand that I remain in this spot. Anyhow, you might want to hurry with that package. And try not to mind the smell, Kupo. Okay. Whack-a-mole. You there, research assistant 62. Or was it 26? Who even cares what your number is? You're late. Hand over my package at once. Package from Marset. It always tells you whatever hides wrapped within this package has seen better days. Yes, come to me, my... What the seven hells is this? Apricot? Is this your idea of a joke? My next experiment, we can measure how many lightning sparks can fit up your worthless arse. It's Hobadeo, professor with a silence, halfly toe. You should fall to your knees and thank the 12 that I deigned to address you by any name at all. Now answer me. What in the name of Nofficateers am I supposed to do with this rubbish? But I swear, Professor, I placed the order exactly as... This is raw mole meat. Oh no, I asked for a live mole. Living, as in, you won't be able... as in, what you won't be doing when I'm through with you. Yeah, research assistant number 832. Time to prove that you're the only one around here who's worth your weight in gobu droppings. My current research project is a study on the behavior of those troublesome talbots, moles. Most to a layman such as yourself, you need not concern yourself with the specifics of my research, but it would be far beyond, which would be far beyond your feeble mind. You need only know that I require one live mole pup, and I require it now. The blank stare on your face tells me that you lack even the common knowledge of the royal plantations of Ul'dah are known to be infested with the filthy creatures that any half-wit botanist who works there could educate you on how to capture one. And am I not making myself clear, Research Assistant 777? You, the royal plantations, a live mole pup, to me, now. Okay. Let's teleport, shall we? I think this might be the last one for me tonight. As I mentioned, my throat's not been the best lately, but tomorrow hopefully we can get more of these done. This is actually funner than I thought it'd be. I'm actually curious what's going to happen next. This is new for me. This would cover maybe about 7 or 8 of them. Yeah. Get some sleep after this. Here we go. There's the plantation. Looking to nab yourself a mole, are you? You hear no judgment from me. Cute little buggers, but leave them to their own devices, and they're more than happy to eat us out of house and home. Fortunately, they're more belly than brains. Simply enough to snag one if you have the right tools. First of all, you're going to want to set this bundle of weeds atop one of the mole holes. Then take this flintstone and set the weeds aflame. Smoke will flood the tunnel and the moles will come bursting out to the surface for a breath of fresh air. Mind you, I said moles, plural. Your little pup won't put up much of a fight, but his mother won't be so keen with her young to part with her young. You'd best brace yourself for a fight. Light flintstone. Smaller, hence lighter than regular flintstone. This rock is just as effective in the field as its bulkier counterparts. Oh, this first. Weed bushel. A sack filled with weeds which has been tied into a bushel. Alright, save the mole pup. Yeah, tomorrow I'll have my stream a little bit longer. Friday for sure, and Saturday and Sunday as well. Alright, let's go with the minutes tomorrow set. Alright. White Wolf Gate is the best one for this. Richard's assistant, whatever your number was, I swear to the gods, if you come back empty-handed, I'll use you for my next research specimen. Mole pup. A mole so young its eyes are still closed. Aww. Well, look at this, a mole pup. A scrawny little runt if I ever saw one, but what can I say? My experience with certain research assistants has left me with a soft spot for half-wits monsters and ugly things. Don't worry, my little misshapen beauty. I'll be very, very gentle. Apricot, you best be taking notes. Apricot. Die, foul vermin. Die, die, die. Professor, what are you doing to the poor beast? To the seventh hell with you, I say. In Nafaga's name, Professor, have mercy. Once again, my hypothesis proves true. Have you ever found it strange that despite spending the better parts of their lives in tunnels beneath the soils, moles possess unusually large eyes? Of course you haven't, because you possess the mental faculties of a dimmer than average dormouse. But that doesn't matter. What matters is that I have. My self-styled teacher, Clalin, posited that their eyes grew large, that they might see better their prey in the darkness. But I thought, no, I knew different. I theorized that their eyes, regardless of their size, were nigh useless. That they did not see, but rather felt the vibrations around them to identify potential prey and foes. Did you see how the mole pup, with its eyes still shut, squealed and squirmed in abject terror as it rained down blows all around him? Once again, it is proven. Clalin is a fool, and the student has surpassed the teacher. I would retain the pup for further study, but I should have another mole. But I have another mole that has outgrown its usefulness. Consider it yours. What should you do with it? How should I know? Burn it, vivisect it, skin it, eat it for all I care. Just get it. Just get it in yourself, out of my sight. Research calls. There we go. Level 8, maybe. Reputation has grown. Hey, that's a minion. Minion. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to call it a night for this here. I do apologize, folks, but again, as mentioned, it was a weekend of sickness, and while my body is better than it was like a couple days ago, the sleepless nights of hacking and, well, just sleepless nights is catching up. Tomorrow I'll be better off. We'll see what happens then. Let's spend a bit more time here. Yep, let me go down near you. Alright. With that, folks, I thank you for joining. I'm going to call it a night here at this point because, as I mentioned, it's getting late for me. Just for myself in particular, my body's just wearing out on me. So, can we raid anybody? Is there anybody on that we can raid? Let's see. Who shall we raid? Who shall we raid? Let's raid Penguin 21. Once again, thank you for joining, everyone. If you like what you've seen, click on like, click on follow. You'll be updated on future events. And I'll see you again tomorrow night with more Moogle goodness. This is actually great. I like this so far. Have a good night.